Welcome to The Drive, your commute-sized podcast powered by the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce and ITA Group. In the time it takes to get across the metro, you'll gain fresh insights from Iowa's top leaders, CEOs, innovators, and changemakers who are shaping the future of business. I'm your host, Katherine Harrington, and each week we'll explore leadership, loyalty, and the big ideas that keep our region moving forward. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this special episode of The Drive. We have with us the mayor of West Des Moines, Russ Trimble. We're so excited that you're here with us today. Thank you, Russ, for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
I'm excited. Here we are at Trilex, their beautiful studio.
Beautiful studio.
So thank you
Honored
for
to be
being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, so tell us about, here you are, mayor. You were on city council for 12 years. Yep. Mayor as 4, just reelected. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah. Glad the campaign is over. I can get back to normal life and leading the city and all those great things.
How many doors did you knock on? Do you keep track?
Knocked on 4,000 doors. The app keeps track for me.
You have an app.
Did have a couple hundred doors knocked on by other people that volunteered for me. But for the most part, I knocked on almost 4,000 myself. I mean, very close to it. And the success rate that I had at the door, about 50% of the people were at home. So talked to thousands of people. Sometimes the husband and the wife came to the door. Sometimes the kids. So got to talk to a lot of people. Got to hear a lot of feedback and input from people, which was just awesome. It's the only way to do it. You got to go where the people are.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So are there any fun stories that you kind of here's some of my favorites from all that door knocking?
You know what? I told my kids that helped me door knock one time, this is the most unbelievable experience. They did. This time a little bit more so last time.
That's incredible.
But it is, and it's fun having them out there. But, you learn a lot knocking on doors. There are some people that just won't answer the door at all.
Okay.
They're home. You can hear them in there, but they won't come to the door. Some people that will walk to the side lights on the door and will just stare at you. And they're not answering the door. And you go, hey, I'm Russ Trimble, mayor of West Des Moines, running for re-election. Just wanted to come by. I'll leave it. I'll leave it here. You're not
going to bite?
No. And then there's some people, I've had some people answer the door in their underwear, men and women. One woman answered the door in a towel years ago. That was interesting. So you get all kinds, and and then of course you get people that are just extremely kind that will talk to you for 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. And then sometimes you get people, like I had one person that I talked to through the Ring camera. I had been to their door several times. They saw me at the door. I kind of leaned in. I said, hey, Russ Trimble, mayor of West Des Moines, just coming by. We don't want it. Leave it. Get off our porch. And I said, I'm the mayor of the city. I just wanted to come by and say, get off our porch. Said, okay, take care.
Not selling vacuums or anything.
Right. It's unbelievable.
Oh my
gosh,
unbelievable. Mayor, that's crazy.
Yeah,
all the stories. I love it. So tell us your journey to become mayor. How did this all start? And
well, how far back do you want me to go?
Well, how far back can you go, or do you want to go?
I was an odd kid. I mean, when I was 10 years old, I wasn't a great student. When I was 10 years old, I was in the public school system. We had a field trip to the Bavarian Inn in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I'm from. Oh, yeah. I had no idea what we were even doing on the field trip. That was pretty typical of me. And we went to this Bavarian Inn, which is like a bunch of open fields, and we got to hear the President of the United States speak.
Wow.
And I have never heard somebody like this. He was so honorable, so noble, so dignified. People hung on every word, and he inspired people to want to be better and to give back and help their community. And I just thought to myself at 10 years old, I want to be like that guy.
No way.
I want to be a public servant. I want to lead. I want to serve. I want to help people and make this place that we live better. And so that was at 10.
Wow. Who was the president?
It was Ronald Reagan.
I was going to say Ronald Reagan.
Ronald
That's
Reagan.
amazing.
Yep. Back in would have been, I guess, 1982.
Wow.
But more recently, when I moved to West Des Moines, as I said in a post that I put on Facebook, I've loved West Des Moines since the moment I met it. And I never would have lived anywhere else but West Des Moines. Wow. And I've got 4 kids that I raised in West Des Moines. 3 of them went to Valley. 1 of them went to Dowling. I absolutely worship everything about the city, and I wanted to contribute and to help shape the city as we move forward. And there was no better way to do that than to run for city council. So after serving for about 7 years on the Human Service Advisory Board, I ran for council and won. And here I am.
The rest is history.
Rocking like a hurricane.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you.
We're all honored, I know, to have you as our mayor.
Well, and I've got great people like yourself and an incredible team of elected officials, an incredible city manager, unbelievable business leaders and just a whole host of teammates that make West Des Moines what it is. And not to forget our awesome school district, which is we're in 6 different school districts in West Des Moines, and our school districts are the number one economic development driver that make people decide where they want to live.
Yep.
So, big deal.
Schools are incredible. So we in West Des Moines, we've been on a really incredible growth trajectory ever since you've been on council, and we're not stopping anytime soon. I know that. How would you describe what makes this city so special, and how has that growth happened, I guess? You mentioned collaboration and a lot of people involved, but tell us more about that.
Well, our people are our greatest asset for sure. We have got incredible residents, incredible team of elected official, business leaders, an incredible chamber of commerce, one of the best, quite frankly, as Trump would say, quite frankly, one of the best in the nation. And it's been everybody working together, rowing in the same direction to try to accomplish the same thing that's made the city as great as it is. And we've got incredible businesses. We've got incredible quality of life amenities, incredible schools. And I think all those things make us who we are. And so we're just very grateful to have everything like that going for ourselves. And, it's incredible people in the right positions at the right times.
And we all work together.
We all work together to accomplish
we all get along,
this.
right? Even if we may disagree on issues, we still get along.
100%.
Really important.
And like I said, everybody's rowing in the same direction. Everybody's doing the best they can to make this city the best city in America in which to live, work, play, raise a family, and one day retire. So whether it's Matt Adams in the West Des Moines Community School District or you in the chamber, or my team of elected officials, or my incredible city manager, Tom Haddon, my department directors, everybody's working towards the same goal. We're all rowing in the same direction. Whereas you see some other communities where some people are rowing backwards, some are going forward, and some guys in the front of the boat going back and forth, and the boat's spinning in all kinds of circles.
We're lucky.
We don't do that.
We don't do that. We don't do that. That's how I think we've accomplished so much in our city.
Agree.
It's incredible. Okay,
and
so
the other thing, I'd be remiss if I didn't say, the team of elected officials and business leaders that came before all of us that, took a gamble or had the foresight to do Jordan Creek Town Center, which has been such a catalyst for growth and bringing in other businesses, a ripple effect that's occurred from that. That's been a huge, huge deal as well.
Huge. So, that was 21 years ago, I think.
It was in 2004. 21 years ago.
Right when I first moved here, and there was nothing like it, and then it sprouted, and I was like, I kind of like this town now. This is really cool.
It is amazing. We got to give young people fun things to do. Got to offer incredible amenities. That's what people want.
Well, and you've done a great job working with, like Richard Hurd, for instance, bringing Top Golf in and the Jamie Hurd Amphitheater and all these other great amenities that are that quality of life. You've done such a great job with all that entertainment and after-hours culture.
We are so lucky. We've got incredible business leaders. Richard Hurd is one of them who has helped to bring in Top Golf and all kinds of unbelievable businesses that other cities in the state just don't have. And it really is, it makes West Des Moines the place to be. People want to be there to shop at Jordan Creek Town Center, hit balls at Top Golf, maybe play video games at Dave & Buster's, or have an elegant evening out at Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Exactly.
So we've got a lot of incredible businesses that no other city has.
Yeah, we're so lucky.
We are really lucky.
So we're going to talk about leadership and culture a little bit. So what's, you have West Des Moines is a strong culture of collaboration. We're talking about this, but how do you foster that though, Mayor? How do you foster that? You've got a lot of people that you work with, a lot of different opinions on a lot of different matters. How do you foster that collaboration?
I think you really have to value your people. You have to work to solicit feedback and input and hear what other people's dreams are, what their visions are, what they're trying to accomplish, how they may be struggling, and then bring everybody together and talk about how you move the ball forward down the field. Whether that's trying to work with the West Des Moines Community School District to try to have more home starts, to bring in more students, to give them more funding, to provide that 21st century world-class education that they provide our kids, or working with you all in the chamber to figure out what obstacles are there to business growth that we can work together to help remove, to help our existing businesses grow and expand and create jobs. And so I think we've always been good bringing people together, uniting people, and working together to solve problems. And that's what makes us so special. And
you started the new Mayor's Advisory Council, too. Tell us about that, which I love that idea. It's an awesome
started
idea.
a new Mayor's Advisory Council. If we don't know where people stand on issues, if we don't know what's important to them, then we just can't represent them well. And so I've got 412 people applied for the Mayor's Advisory Council.
Wow.
It was awesome that so many people stepped up and wanted to serve. We've got such engaged citizens and business leaders wanting to give back. And so I moved it from 20 people up to 30.
Okay.
Unfortunately, everyone serves for 1-year terms because I'm trying to get as many people in and out as possible.
Yeah.
So many great people with so many ideas, but it's just a great way to put a diverse group of people together to talk about issues. I typically give them an update, what's going on around the city.
Okay.
And then we have questions. What do we have? What do we not have here that you want to see here?
Oh,
what can we do better? What is the best thing about West Des Moines? What's the worst thing about West Des Moines?
Okay.
And we engage in those kind of discussions, and I learn from people what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and get a lot of ideas from people as to what they want to see here and how we can make West Des Moines better.
I love that.
It's been a lot of fun. We've had 2 of them so far.
You've had 2 of them so far. Okay. What's the one thing that, or maybe the couple of things that people are like asking to be in West Des Moines that's not currently here? Besides,
you're gonna laugh.
Yeah,
There's a lot, but I mean, 2 of the top things are, and
IKEA?
IKEA is one of them.
IKEA. See,
not from the Mayor's Advisory Council this time, but I've done a survey twice, and people have responded to it. Hundreds of people have responded to it. The 2 top things have been and continue to be IKEA and Fazoli's. Fazoli's.
Okay.
People love Fazoli's, and we don't have one nearby.
All right. Interesting.
I said to somebody, would it be unethical if I started my own Fazoli's?
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, those are 2 things that people ask for. But then we had a woman on the advisory council this year that was just full of unbelievable ideas.
Cool.
And I told her, I said, I want those ideas, write them down. And she gave me a card at the very end of it. And they had a lot of her ideas in there. So we're going to look at those, bring them to the council, and see what we can do to make those happen.
That's amazing. I remember when Randy Tennyson, we had lunch, and he said the number one most requested store at Drain Creek Mall is Zara, which I'm like, oh.
That was one that this woman had on her list.
Really? Oh,
Zara.
Oh, that would be incredible. We don't have the per capita yet, but that store is fabulous.
We don't necessarily have the per capita for IKEA either, but I've heard rumors that they're sniffing around.
Are they really? Exciting.
And I'm very hopeful.
Here, everybody.
I'm very hopeful on that. I'm a crazy guy. I will make cold calls. I actually cold emailed IKEA a while back and said, "This is our community. This is what we're all about. We'd love to have you here."
Were they responsive?
I didn't get a response back from them like I did from Buc-ee's a year ago. Still hopeful on Buc-ee's, by the way, too.
Okay.
So now Norwalk is going after them as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love it. In one sentence, what's your leadership philosophy?
My leadership philosophy is, number one, you've got to hire the best and the brightest people. You can't be afraid of having people better than you surrounding you. You need to have that. And then you hire them for their expertise. And you bring them in, you get them excited, you talk about what your vision is, you collaborate on the way that you think the city should go or the organization should go. And you create that vision, you get people excited about it, and you let them go, and you challenge them to think big, to think outside the box, to push the envelope. I think thinking big, I don't think enough people think big,
really big,
think bold.
Really big. Yeah.
And you really got to go for it. I've got my head in the clouds constantly.
I love that. I love that about you, though. I think that's what makes our city so great, is that vision.
Thank you. And I love that about you. You're the same way. You're a big thinker.
Can't help it.
You have to. And you go for it, and maybe you don't achieve what you're going for, but you aim real high. I think that's extremely important.
Oh, so nice that you're here as our mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a fun question. You'll love this question.
Okay.
What's the most exciting project or developing right now in West Des Moines that you think our watchers and listeners should know about? This is going to take an hour. Do y'all have an hour?
I will talk quickly. There are 2 of them.
There's so many great things.
One of them, of course, is the Water Park Hotel Convention Center. That's twice the size of the Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
That project keeps morphing and changing. Okay. They're now looking at doing much more of a family fun center. It's going to be geared more towards kids that are, let's say, 10 to 15 and maybe even up.
Cool.
There's going to be restaurants, breweries around a pond, all kinds of different fast food places. I'm encouraging them to bring in fast food establishments that we don't currently have in West Des Moines, and restaurants
like Fazoli's.
that are just like that. Maybe if Fazoli's would work, I'll run it.
Love it.
So the Water Park Hotel Convention Center is going to be huge. I think that's going to have an unbelievable economic development ripple effect up and down Grand Avenue.
Yeah.
And around the area. It's going to make us even more of a destination than we are today. And I think it's going to result in all kinds of other incredible businesses locating to West Des Moines. Same thing is true about Valley West Mall.
Yeah.
So we're working on Valley West Mall. There's some concepts that have been put in place. They are pretty darn cool. I think people are going to be very excited about them.
Nice.
We're hitting some bumps and bruises along the way. We're trying to work through that, but revitalization of Valley West Mall is going to be absolutely key to our future. It's going to get people excited. It's going to, re-energize, breathe new life into a very important part of our city. And I think people are going to be really excited when they see it.
I love that. You've got West Bank and Claim Dock. You've got all these
West Bank,
businesses
Claim
there.
Dock, all kinds of businesses there. And we've got other
cool.
businesses that recently contacted us that said they want to locate there as well.
Nice.
So lots of great businesses looking in that area.
What are the timelines for these two big projects?
That's the only thing people won't be excited about.
Okay.
These are big projects, and it's going to take a while to develop these things.
Okay. Realistically, though.
Realistically, and the weird thing is they're probably both going to be developing around the same time.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, I want to say that, you're going to see some of the lower hanging fruit of the Water Park Hotel Convention Center, maybe some of the fast food places and some of the restaurants and different things happening before you get that water park occurring.
I see.
But I think that's going to happen probably, I'm going to say shovels in the ground in the next year or two.
Okay.
And Valley West Mall, depending on whether or not we can get through some of these hurdles that we have in the road, I think that's going to happen more immediately. But what we're looking at doing is demoing the entire site and starting from scratch.
Is that right? Oh my
and coming up with a brand new concept that's going to be walkable, restaurant, retail, entertainment, office, hotel, housing
too.
All kinds of different mixes of housing, from high-end housing to mixed income housing. We want this to be a self-contained community that where people live and work, and where when you come home on the weekend, if you don't work there, you come home on the weekend, you park your car, and you don't need to take that car again until you go to work on Monday.
Oh, walkable city,
so
walkable,
all walkable.
Community. I love
where
that.
you've got a dog park there, you got a place to get your hair cut, to go grocery shopping, to work out. Everything you could possibly need is what we're looking at trying to put in Valley West Mall. That's the hope. At least,
And then Westtown will still be the businesses, right? Because up and down Westtown, you've got all of those.
And we think there'll be a ripple effect on economic development once we develop. We're going to focus all of our efforts on the mall site.
Yeah.
And then we think from there is going to be that ripple effect. But we don't, we plan on providing significant assistance to the people that develop the mall site, but we don't plan on providing that much in assistance to anything outside of there because we don't believe we're going to need to after we develop this mall.
Got Whole Foods, Shrive Hattery. You've just got all up and down that whole corridor. Oh,
and there's some vacant buildings there as well that I think will be attractive to somebody to buy, to remodel or tear down and do a new business there.
That's cool.
It's going to have new energy once we redo this. But that project in and of itself, it will get started, but it's going to take a number of years to get that site fully developed. It's 59 acres. The Water Park Hotel Convention Center is even bigger than that. Nice. So these are big projects that are going to be done in phases, but they will be really exciting and will set us on a new trajectory.
Oh my gosh, that's
incredible.
That's incredible. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm extremely excited.
I'm so excited.
Very excited.
Okay. Let's talk about quality of life and community engagement. So West Des Moines is consistently ranked as one of the best places to live in America, work and play. What are some of the key factors you think that contribute to that reputation? Okay, we talked about collaboration. We talked about the best city employees.
Collaboration, work in the same direction.
Is there anything else that we maybe haven't touched upon that you think is really critical?
Well, I want to touch back upon the incredible employers that we have in our community that provide high quality jobs for our people to work at, help put food on the table. They also give back to our community and have given back in so many ways, including with the quality of life amenities.
Yeah.
I mean, when I came in as a city councilman, I was looking at all these bowl games, the Tostitos Bowl and all these different, I can't think of all the different named bowls, college football games. And I said, I will never do that. I'm not going to name any of the parks or any of our amenities after people or businesses. I won't go there. Since becoming mayor and even before then, I realized the game has changed on that. These quality of life amenities are so huge, so important, and we can't expect the taxpayer to foot the bill for all these things.
Yeah.
So we have engaged our business community, our private citizens, people that want to give back, like Richard Hurd and his family that helped us get the Jamie Hurd Amphitheater done. The Athene pedestrian bridge. Athene pitched in a bunch of money on that. So did Mid-American Energy, as well as a whole bunch of other different corporate citizens that we're so grateful for. And then same thing is true with the Mid-American Energy Company, Recplex. So our incredible employers, awesome, game-changing quality of life amenities make a big difference. We don't have the oceans, we don't have the mountains, we don't have pro sports teams, but we can have incredible game-changing quality of life amenities that people can have fun with. And I think that's a big part of what makes West Des Moines what it is.
I think we should talk a second about the Recplex, because that just became this project that you had no idea really how great it was going to be. And it's just been this huge gem for our region, the Midwest. Tell us about what's happening, a new sheet of ice and a fundraiser and a lot of cool things there.
We're continuing to raise money for that. And Mid-American Energy Company stepping up again in a big way, as are a number of other businesses. But we're going to have an event center. It's going to be a 3,000-seat event center. And when it's not an event center, it will be a sheet of ice. So we'll have a third sheet of ice there. It's going to be just an incredible amenity that we're going to add to the Recplex. We'll have the market on youth hockey. I know that the Des Moines Buccaneers want to make this their permanent home.
The West Des Moines Buccaneers?
Yes.
Will they change their name?
And if they ever did that, I would say, you got to change your name. We've had that conversation, but we've told them they've got to bring something to the table. It would cost more money to have them make this their permanent home, and they'd have to bring something to the table on that thing. But the event center, the third sheet of ice, is going to be just an awesome addition to that Recplex.
That's incredible. I love it. All right. What's one thing that makes you most proud when you think about the residences and the businesses that call West Des Moines home?
I think about our incredible businesses and our residents and the accomplishments that they've each had. What they do in the community, how they give back, and I'm just proud that they are unbelievable people, unbelievable business leaders and businesses that give back to the community, that are very grounded, that are very humble, down to earth, kind, caring leaders. And two of those citizens, I would say, that really exemplify what it is to be a West Des Moinian is, of course, the WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark.
There you go.
As well as you can't forget about Shawn Johnson East, Olympic gold medalist gymnast that worked out in Chow's gym. So we've got incredible people. I'm very proud of them, proud of their accomplishments, proud of who they are. They're humble, they're down to earth, hardworking. We've got the best people in the United States living in the city of West Des Moines.
We do. I love this. Okay, so these are our regular segments on the drive.
Okay.
It's about driving as a leader. You're driven as a human, but also cars, driving.
Okay.
And you can listen to this podcast as you go around your daily business here in West Des Moines and the greater Des Moines region. So commute confessions. What is one quirky, fun, or unexpected personal habit that fuels your success as a mayor? Maybe something you do every day.
I'll give you two things.
Okay.
One that's kind of quirky, and I've kind of stopped a little bit because of my budget, but I provide my own. I drink 2 Diet Mountain Dews every morning. And what I used to do, and what I love when I really spoil myself, is I go to Quick Trip and I get Diet Mountain Dew with Rooster Booster in it. Just one shot of Rooster Booster Light, so I don't harm my girlish figure. But Rooster Booster is like an energy drink, and it's, I think, like a raspberry energy drink, and it's so good.
Oh my gosh!
But my city staff and my fellow elected officials have asked me to lay off the Diet Mountain Dew with Rooster Booster because it gives me too much energy, and I'm too much sometimes. I'm too much for people sometimes. And then the other quirky thing that I would say when I'm in the car, like I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so I'll drive back there to see my family. I will literally drive 6 hours one way to Milwaukee with no radio on and just daydream all day long about ways that we can improve the city, things that we need to bring here that we don't have here, ways we can be more efficient and effective in the delivery of government services. I mean, I'm weird like that. So I think about this stuff all the time.
Always dreaming. So where do you get your energy from? You do have a lot of energy outside of your interesting
I love life.
Mountain Dew and Rooster Brewster.
I love life.
Yeah.
I love the city.
You were born this way.
I worship the city.
Yeah.
I want it to be the best city in America in which to live, work, play, raise a family, and retire. And I got
to get a T-shirt with that on there for you. I have to.
And I'm very passionate and proud of our city. People told me when I got into politics, and even business is the same way. Hey, don't take things personally. I take it all personally.
Yeah.
I've got thick skin. I don't let it, rattle me or throw me off my course. Yeah. But I take personally what everybody says about the city. If there's something that we're doing that they're critical of, I will talk to Tom Haddon. I'll say, hey, how can we do this better? Or talk to one of my department directors and say, how can we change this? How can we make it better for people? So I'm very passionate, always, wanting to make West Des Moines better. And I just love it so much.
Yeah. We can all tell. Is there anything I've not asked you that you want to mention? Because we've covered so much today, and this has just been such a wonderful PR ad for the city of West Des Moines too. But is there something that maybe I haven't asked you that you want to
something you haven't asked me.
Also add, because just there's so many great things about this city.
I mean, we've got a formula we think that works in West Des Moines, and we're going to continue with that successful formula, and we're going to amp things up even more to be the best city in America. We're going to get amped up. We're going to keep working on cutting property taxes whenever it's responsible to do so. Yeah. Sometimes we may not be able to do that. Depending on what our revenues look like coming in, the services we need to provide, it may not be responsible. But whenever we can, we're going to cut property taxes to make sure that we're competitive. We're competing against other cities in the state, across the nation, and we're keeping in mind seniors on fixed incomes and young people and families trying to make ends meet. So we're going to keep cutting property taxes when possible. We're going to keep working on game-changing quality of life amenities. We know that helps attract the best and the brightest to our city and retain the best and the brightest and give people fun things to do. People want to live in a city with fun things to do. And we're going to keep going on our aggressive economic development along with you and the chamber team to bring in businesses and help create jobs. Those are the main things that we're going to continue to do. And at the same time, we're going to keep working with our school district. We're going to work to make sure that the city is safe. And we're going to keep doing a lot of the same things we've been doing. We've got a successful formula, and we're going to stick to that.
I love it. So it's a wonderful place to be.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Thanks for all you and the chamber do. We are so lucky to be able to work with you and all of our partners, from Matt Adams and our elected officials, both the school board, city council, and our business leaders and our residents. We have got an incredible community because of our people.
It's amazing. I think the one thing that I didn't know about when I first moved here, everybody said, do you want to go to the beach? I'm like, the beach? Oh. And I was like, there's a beach here? Because I came from San Diego. I didn't know there was a beach. But Raccoon River Park, Blue Heron Lake, there's a beautiful, and a lot of people in this community still don't even, have not even been there. It's it's glorious. It's fabulous.
Well, one of the things that I always talk about, when I'm giving speeches, I always talk about the game-changing quality of life amenities with the Recplex and the amphitheater and the boathouse and all those different things. But one of the greatest amenities that we have that I think a lot of people haven't discovered yet is that gravel trail. It's a 3.1 mile trail around Raccoon River Park, around Blue Heron Lake. It's like tree canopied. It is absolutely gorgeous. My wife and I like to take an exercise walk around that. It's one of my favorite things to do, one of the best amenities that we have here. And I think a lot of people haven't even found it yet.
I know.
I mean, it's amazing. It's been here forever, but
it's incredible.
It's an incredible amenity that doesn't get enough mention.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you one question. Was it on the list? So expansion, West Des Moines expanding. Where is our growth going to be, do you see, in the future? Because are we landlocked? Can we annex?
We're not landlocked. Okay. I mean, we go from First Street to 115th right now.
Okay.
But years ago, we tried to negotiate an annexation moratorium agreement with the city of Waukee, and we were going to say that we won't come north of I-80. You don't go south of I-80. This is the time that they were looking at having Holmes Murphy move from West Des Moines to Waukee. And people were pretty upset by that. And so we tried to negotiate this annexation moratorium agreement, and they wouldn't agree to it.
Okay.
And then they took Holmes-Murphy, and they annexed 1,500 acres south of I-80, stopping our direct westward expansion.
Okay.
So most of our expansion now is going to be south and southwest,
Okay.
which is why we did the feasibility study on bridges over the Raccoon River.
Yes.
Because right now we've got two parts of our city that are totally disjointed. We've
Right.
got a bridge over 1st Street or 63rd in Des Moines, 1st Street, and then we've got I-35,
Right.
and then we've got 105th. So we need more ways to get to connect people. That will also improve
sense.
public safety response times, and it will be an absolute catalyst for economic growth.
Oh, yeah.
And when I'm talking economic growth, I'm not talking about developers coming in and, making themselves rich. I'm talking about a lot more rooftops that we can have, people building their dream homes, having affordable homes for people to live in. And then we believe that there is someday probably the ability to have about 32,000 rooftops south of the city in the West Des Moines Community School District.
Nice.
Which would help them with increasing enrollment.
Yep.
And providing that 21st century education would help us
Love it.
by increasing our population and helping to frequent businesses with more people. It's a great win-win, and it will happen sometime down the road, but it's a little ways out yet.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. So a lot of south and southwest growth is what's going to happen in the future.
Well, we might do a bus tour next year. We do it about every 3 years with the chamber. And
I love that bus tour. I didn't get to go on it this year, but I love that tour.
It's just amazing how, the expansiveness we have in our city. It's tremendous.
When I was door knocking, way out. It's unbelievable how far out we've got beautiful neighborhoods and houses, and you realize how big the city is when you're out door knocking and talking to people. There are so many areas that have developed that 4 years ago weren't here, and I'm going, oh my gosh, what an incredible neighborhood, and it seems way out here, but as we continue to grow, it eventually won't seem that far out there.
Agreed.
So
I love it. Thank you, Mayor, for
thank
being
you
here.
for having me.
This is
Appreciate
incredible. I love all this information. We could talk for hours, as you all can tell. We could talk it for hours. I just need some Mountain Dew and a Rooster Booster.
Right.
I think that's what I need. So
I'm going to get you some.
Oh my gosh, I'll try it.
They actually sell the Rooster Booster in cans, or they did.
Oh my gosh.
We had a budget workshop. They're like all-day budget workshops,
you
as
need
you
it
know.
for that.
And I brought some Diet Mountain Dew and some cans of Rooster Booster for the council to try.
Oh, I love it.
But they wouldn't touch it.
They wouldn't?
They wouldn't touch it. They laughed, but they wouldn't.
I love that. Thank you, Mayor, for being a bright light in our community and in our region, in the entire state. We're the 7th largest city in Iowa, and we're showing other people how it's done. So I just love it. So
thank you. And I hope to be even move up the chain on that, because once we do that special census, I think we're going to move up and maybe be the 6th largest city.
I love it. I love it. So thank you, everybody, for joining us on this very special episode with Mayor Russ Trimble on The Drive. And you know what? The West is yet to come, and we'll see you soon. Bye now. The Drive, fast, fresh, and full of ideas for the leaders of today and tomorrow.